Hello and welcome. Steel yourself for 30 fascinating questions that will test your abilities. What is the green pigment in plants that captures sunlight? Water. Chlorophyll. Oxygen. The correct answer is chlorophyll. A quick fact for you, chlorophyll is the special green substance that traps the sun's energy. Which gas does a plant absorb from the air to make its food? Oxygen. Carbon dioxide. Nitrogen. The correct answer is carbon dioxide. Here's a nugget of wisdom: plants take in carbon dioxide through tiny holes in their leaves. Where in the plant does photosynthesis mainly happen? Roots. Flowers. Leaves. The correct answer is leaves. Knowledge boost: the leaves are the main food factories for the plant using sunlight. What is the primary output or food that a plant creates during photosynthesis? Water. Sugar glucose. Oxygen. The correct answer is sugar glucose. Did you know? Plants create sugar, which is a type of food that gives them energy. Which gas does a plant release into the air after photosynthesis is complete? Carbon dioxide. Oxygen. Water vapor. The correct answer is oxygen. A quick fact for you: plants release the oxygen that we animals need to breathe. What is the initial source of energy for photosynthesis? Wind. Sunlight. Soil. The correct answer is sunlight. Surprising trivia: photosynthesis always requires energy from the sun to start the process. What are the tiny holes on the underside of a leaf called where gases enter and exit? Roots. Stomata. Veins. The correct answer is stomata. Knowledge boost: stomata are small pores that allow carbon dioxide and oxygen to pass through the leaves. What raw material does the plant absorb through its roots for photosynthesis? Oxygen. Soil. Water. The correct answer is water. Here's a nugget of wisdom: the roots absorb water, which travels up the stem to the leaves. What is the final product made from the sugar that helps the plant grow taller and stronger? Water. Cellulose. Air. The correct answer is cellulose. Impress your friends with this fact: cellulose is a building block that gives plants their structure and strength. Which kingdom of life uses photosynthesis to make its own food? Animals. Fungi. Plants. The correct answer is plants. A quick fact for you, plants are producers because they make their own energy using sunlight. Why do we see the leaves as green? They absorb green light. They reflect green light. They absorb red light. The correct answer is, they reflect green light. Let's learn something new. Chlorophyll absorbs red and blue light but reflects green light back to our eyes. What part of the plant transports the water from the roots to the leaves? Flower. Xylem. Stomata. The correct answer is xylem. Here's an interesting fact. Xylem is the tiny tube that carries water up the stem like a straw. What is the process of water escaping the leaf as vapor called? Precipitation. Transpiration. Respiration. The correct answer is transpiration. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Transpiration is like the plant's way of sweating, losing water vapor through the leaves. What do we call an organism that can make its own food? Consumer. Autotroph. Heterotroph. The correct answer is autotroph. Here's something cool. An autotroph is a living thing that creates its own food source. When does photosynthesis mainly occur? At night. During the day. In the evening. The correct answer is during the day. Knowledge boost. The process requires sunlight, so it mostly happens during the day. Where in the cell is the chlorophyll located? Nucleus. Mitochondria. Chloroplasts. The correct answer is chloroplasts. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Chloroplasts are small compartments inside the plant cell where the pigment is stored. What happens to photosynthesis on a very cloudy day? It speeds up. It slows down. It stops entirely. The correct answer is, it slows down. Here's something cool. Less sunlight means less energy for the plant, so the process is slower. The food produced by the plant is converted into what kind of energy for the plant to use? Thermal. Chemical. Electrical. The correct answer is chemical. Here's something cool. The plant stores the sugar as chemical energy which it uses to live and grow. What does the word photo and photosynthesis mean? Water. Light. Food. The correct answer is light. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Photo means light because light energy is needed to start the reaction. What does the word synthesis in photosynthesis mean? To break down. To put together. To eat. The correct answer is to put together. Here's something cool. Synthesis means to combine or put things together to make something new. Which color of light is most efficiently used by chlorophyll? Green, red, yellow. The correct answer is red. Let's learn something new. Chlorophyll absorbs red and blue light best for energy conversion. What form of sugar is immediately created by the plant during photosynthesis? Fructose, glucose, sucrose. The correct answer is glucose. Did you know? Glucose is the simple sugar molecule that is the primary food made in the leaves. What product of photosynthesis is essential for animal life? Carbon dioxide, oxygen, water. The correct answer is oxygen. Impress your friends with this fact: oxygen is released into the atmosphere, which is necessary for most animals to breathe. What is a byproduct of photosynthesis besides sugar and oxygen? Carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrogen. The correct answer is water vapor. A quick fact for you: water vapor is released into the air as a waste product during the process. The water used in photosynthesis travels through what part of the plant? Flower, veins, roots. The correct answer is veins. Here's a nugget of wisdom: the veins or vascular bundles carry the water throughout the leaves. What does a plant do with the sugar it does not immediately use for energy? Stores it as starch, converts it to oxygen, releases it as heat. The correct answer is stores it as starch. Fun fact: excess sugar is often stored as starch in the roots or stems for later use. What is the name of the process that plants use to release the energy stored in the sugar? Photosynthesis, respiration, transpiration. The correct answer is respiration. Here's an interesting fact: respiration is the process that converts the stored sugar back into usable energy. Why is photosynthesis vital for the planet outside of making food and oxygen? It cleans the water. It removes carbon dioxide from the air. It creates wind. The correct answer is, it removes carbon dioxide from the air. Here's a nugget of wisdom: the process helps control the amount of greenhouse gas in the atmosphere. What happens to the oxygen atom from the water molecule during photosynthesis? It becomes part of the sugar. It is released as gas. It stays in the leaf. The correct answer is, it is released as gas. Knowledge boost: oxygen gas released by plants comes directly from the water molecules used in the reaction. What is the name of the cell structure that controls what enters and leaves the leaf? Cell wall, stomata, nucleus. The correct answer is stomata. Did you know? The stomata are regulated by guard cells to open and close, allowing gas exchange. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.